Joining us next is the fashion icon and legendary host of fashion television, which first shot in this very building 30 years ago. She's joining us now to chat about her role as a resident judge on the newly rebooted Project Runway Canada and her most recent memoir, Heart on My Sleeve. Everyone, please welcome the one and only Jeanne Beker. It is seeing you.
What a thrill it is to be here.
Yeah.
What an enthusiastic crowd.
Yes. Okay, I mean, honestly, we were trying to figure it out. Where do we even start? Journalist and fashion editor, TV personality, and now one of the resident judges on Project Runway Canada, alongside supermodel Coco Rocha and designer Spencer Badu. Now, this is not your first time acting as a judge. You have done it before.
True. Yes, that's true. But I'm very judgmental.
Very judgmental. I know. I was like, no.
Yeah, I did 3 seasons of Canada's Next Top Model.
Yes.
Many years ago. That was kind of a depressing experience.
Got it. Was this? I'm assuming was not a depressing experience.
No, this was not. This was inspiring and uplifting, and you know, because we were judging people on the work they were doing that not on the size of their butt.
Yes. Yes. I think that is something that you can actually change. I like this. The thing that's so great about this show is you are working with these designers, these people who can continue to pursue their craft. Is that why this show is so different for you in particular?
Well, for me, at this stage of my career, what could be more heartwarming or more important than trying to give back, try to encourage this whole new generation of talent? I can't tell you what a feel-good thing it is.
Yeah. Now, I know from experience, and obviously you do as well, we don't take judging lightly. It's something that we really have to think about, and it honestly gets a little bit emotional. We see you get a little emotional on the show. We actually have a little bit of a clip. Let's take a look.
We have some very difficult decisions to make. Jeanne, are you a little emotional right now?
I'm emotional about all of these kids. I call you kids. I'm just so proud of all of you, and you're on a path, and you've got a clear vision.
Thank you, Jeanne.
Thank you, Jeanne.
I can't imagine what that would feel like receiving that from you. What is it that brings that passion? Because I feel like you are someone who every single thing you do, you are clearly passionate about it. So what is the thing that keeps that passion going?
I think an absolute love of life.
Yeah.
And just a great joy that I have from having been able to realize so many of my dreams, my childhood dreams. I mean, all I ever wanted when I was a little kid was my own TV show. I used to wish on my birthday cake every year when I blew out the candle,
You didn't.
I want my own TV show. And then all of a sudden, I got my own TV show.
Oh my
I slept with a portrait of Paul McCartney over my bed with a big Beatles post. And then I got to meet him and hang out with them.
And you were both wearing plaid. Oh my gosh, dream. That's amazing.
Yeah, so just so many dreams and so many fantasies realized. And it taught me that not only do you have to dream, but you've got to believe in your dreams and you've got to believe in yourself. And I thank my parents for really teaching me that. And you've got to be fearless. And you've got to be tenacious.
Yeah.
And I think that's something else that they really taught me. You know, don't be afraid and never give up.
Yeah.
That was their motto. So the fact that I've lived my life that way, trying to be as fearless as possible, and certainly, digging my heels in and keeping my nose to the grindstone, it's been a fabulous life so far, and continues to be.
100%. 100%. And throughout that life and throughout everything you've done, you've had such a huge impact on fashion in general, but the Canadian fashion scene in particular. And I wanted to actually highlight a special moment, or a couple special moments from the show, where you really see that. Let's take a look at this.
Hi, I'm Jeanne Beker. I'm Jeanne Beker, and now here are some other stories making news from the world of fashion and design.
Yes, yes. Oh, Jeanne is an icon. I have so much respect for her. You have no idea. She's so cool.
Jeanne really brought fun into fashion for everybody at home.
She's accomplished so much, and I think nobody understands hard work and a dream more than Jeanne.
I am not a designer. I do not work in fashion, but even from my perspective, watching fashion television growing up, you made it so, it felt so dreamlike, but it felt like something that was approachable. I could learn about.
Accessible.
Exactly.
And I think the show really had a lot to do with the democratization of fashion that they talked about. You know, at one time, fashion was only, you know, for the elite, or, you know, darling, you know, what is the meaning of beige? And why are you know, and all of a sudden it started to become, you know, especially in the 90s, like this real popular thing that we could all indulge in. And we had the incredible privilege of parting those curtains and letting people see behind the scenes. I mean, we were the ones with the backstage access, and it turned a whole generation on to the wonders of the fashion world.
Yeah, and speaking of that generation, seeing those designers from Project Runway Canada, seeing their inspiration that you've brought them, what does that feel like when you get to watch that? Is that odd? Like, is it strange and otherworldly? Do you feel pride?
You know, sometimes it's like, we created a monster. You know, like, oh no. Listen, fashion design has got to be just about the hardest job on the planet. I mean, it's really, because you got to keep reinventing the wheel.
Constantly.
Not only every 6 months, but now with all these collections all year long. I mean, you've got to keep putting stuff out there. And it's such a tough business to succeed in. And if you're a sensitive person especially, you know, that world can be quite a snake pit. So, you know, sometimes I think, did I glamorize it too much? I mean, you know, I wanted to show that world, warts and all. I wanted to show how tough it was sometimes to elbow my way through the crowds and, you know,
get in there.
Yeah, get in there, shove my microphone into Karl Lagerfeld's face. But on the other hand, if it inspired people to dream and to become the best versions of themselves and to really put that kind of gorgeous creative artistry out there in the world for all of us to enjoy, then, you know, that feels like a pretty good thing.
I definitely agree. That is fantastic. Now, we've talked a lot about legacy, really. Like, the thing that we're talking about here is legacy. And so we have to chat about your latest memoir, Heart on My Sleeve. Absolutely fantastic. Now, the thing that I love about this is your third memoir. But the thing I love is that you use in this book, the thing that's a little bit different is you tie every story to an article of clothing, a piece of clothing to anchor those
or an
stories.
accessory.
Or an accessory. Why did you choose to do it in that way?
Well, because so many people know me from that world of fashion, and it's not like I define myself via my wardrobe. That being said, I think it's something we can all relate to because we all have our little stashes, our little collections, you know, our cherished wardrobe pieces, and some of them we hang on to for a really long time. And I think they tell us so much about ourselves, about the way people see us sometimes, but also just about our innermost selves, like who we are now and who we were at the time those pieces came into our lives and the incredible adventures that they helped us live. And that's really what the book's about. It's not told in any chronological order.
No, which I love.
Just great stories, experiences, but all of them tie to a piece of clothing or an accessory. And it was just great fun writing the book.
I was going to say, what a fun way to write a book and approach a book. You look in your closet, you say, oh, that's got a story, and you go for it.
Absolutely.
Jeanne, thank you so much for being here. You're such a trailblazer. Thank you. Thank you. What an absolute thrill. Now, studio audience, thanks to the wonderful Jeanne Beker, you're going home with a copy of her memoir, Heart on My Sleeve. And the finale of Project Runway Canada is out today, so you can stream that entire season on Crave. Hey, Mary here. What did you think? Drop your comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more of the good stuff.